Oh, I thank you for giving me permission to speak.
I give you permission to live, Kimball.
Oh, but thank you. Welcome back to Kimball's Corner. How you been? Today we are going to be coloring in the Beauties and Beasties coloring book by Camilla Derrico. Is it Derrico or Derrico? She is Derrico.
Erico.
I say
have to have like a 2-second pause. Erico.
That's very Jack McFarland.
It is.
Anyway, I do have a color thing. So this is my little color test thing.
Mm-hmm.
Are we split screen right now or not? No?
No.
Good. So there's the little color test thingy, right? But then I have like all of the numbers.
Got it. Okay.
There they are.
Lovely.
Yep.
See them.
There, if you want to pause and like take note if you're not watching this live. It will also be next to me. I think the only thing I didn't...
You know what else is going to be next to you?
You? My coffee. So,
all these, go on.
All these things. And then I kind of like marked what they were going to be. Oh, I should show you the picture we're coloring.
Oh, yes. I think it looks like, what's his name? King Arthur from, what's it called? What's the Disney?
Sword in the Stone.
Sword in the Stone. Doesn't it look like the guy, the kid from Sword in the Stone?
Well, it looks like Arthur. He's not king just yet.
Whatever, he will be.
And
Time's an illusion, Kimball.
Whatever.
Okay,
so
on.
I was inspired to do a Derrico coloring page because of Mona. Dear, lovely Mona. Shout out to you in Southern California. So I hope you're coloring along. You may have already colored this page. I don't know. But if you haven't, feel free to color
Who's
along.
Mona? Is she a subscriber?
Yes.
Oh, fun.
And apparently her daughter like hangs out with her, and obviously we are like her gay best friends. So we're just,
Hi, Mona. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Okay. So yes, and she likes the Camilla Derrico books, so do I. So I thought, hey, let's color one.
Yay.
Coffee, because it's yummy.
All right, so what else do you need? Are we going to top down already? This feels like a very short intro, Kimball. Are you trying to be more efficient?
Well, it's a very long video because it's coloring.
Oh, my God.
So while you take it to top down.
Okay, I'm going to take my top off. Down, top down. Here we go.
Same difference for you, really.
Hopefully that doesn't cut anything out. Is it going good? Okay.
So let's get open to the page. And I also put a piece of paper in between these pages because they're both colored, and I didn't want to
right.
As you're coloring, it can cross transfer. We don't want any of that.
That's true.
And I don't think I picked colors for his hair, so we're going to do like a strawberry blonde. I'm not going to pull out new colors. I'm just going to use some of the colors that I already have pulled out.
Got it.
And then just if you want to use the same colors, you don't have to, but if you do, I did it like frog top, frog bottom, cape, skin, shirt, all the golds, and then just white. And then I put all the numbers and the colors next to them accordingly.
Kimball, holidays are done, okay?
Fa-la-la, okay? Fa-la-la.
It's a fa-la-la-la-lie. That's what it is, sorry.
It's a fa-la-la-la-la-along. All right, I'm going to start with the lighter greens. These ones in here, like greens and yellows, for like the bottom half. Also, I'm going to use the pink for like, kind of like how I do with, we are doing it. I can't say, there we are. There we are. So, just
Eric says, and there's Kimball in the corner.
Yeah. So, just like humans, when I do humans, I'm going to do pink on the frog's like cheeks and joints and wherever else I want to, just to make it a little more interesting.
Because he's Kimball and he does what he wants.
That is very true. I'm going to take my lightest color, which probably won't even pick up on camera, but I'm going to color everything that I'm going to color now with this color first, so I know what I'm coloring as I go. Otherwise, I'll forget and just start coloring everything, and that's not what I want to do.
Nice.
So we just put down a very pale color to help me out a little bit later.
I feel like I need to add a screen of me so I can pop me above you occasionally and like talk to camera.
You're not the top.
I know, that's true. It's about you. It's not about me. We have some comments, by the way. It was mostly while I'm reading comments is what I was thinking. Sadie says, LOL, hey ya.
Hiya.
Eric says, hello, my boys.
Well, hello.
And if you guys haven't seen it yet, we actually we drove to Belgium and we met Eric last weekend. So if you guys want to see that, it's on our YouTube channel, Rocky and Kimball. So I could just put a link if I was professional.
If you could just get it together, Mr. Brewer.
I'll try to put a link in the comment. How do I do that? Time out.
This is something you're...
Kimball, you entertain them while I find a link. Thanks.
Let me entertain you. All right. You can't see the yellow, probably, but it's there. So I'm going to take the pink in first. just because it's easier to color over this rather than try, because like Prismacolors are a waxy, or a wax-based color pencil, so like it's hard to like mix in the colors just a little bit once you put on a lot. So we'll just do a light pink, and then that can blend in to the yellowy greenish colors. Yeah, we'll put some down here, why not? Pink and green, lovely colors together. His little elbow. Has anybody eaten frog legs before, or like frog soup or something you eat with frogs? Because I have not, that I know of anyway. I don't know, somebody could have snuck something in somewhere. But yeah, how does that taste? What's the texture like?
I can't copy links in what's happening.
Don't you just hate that about that?
There we go. I had to physically right click and then hit the paste button. You can't do Control V in OBS.
Oh,
which is just OBS.
You had to do things manually, sort of. I'm giving him pink cheeks. I'm not sure what's going on up here, but it's a pink cheek now. And I'm not using a reference. I'm making this up. I'm not really sure.
I wrote Eric's name with a C on accident. He's like, Eric with a K, please.
I get it right.
I know that. All right, what's happening?
All right, we got the pinks down. That's
okay. Trisha says hello, everyone. David says hi, y'all.
Hiya.
Carrie says hello, boys.
Hey, yeah.
And Carrie says, I've ordered some of her coloring books, now waiting very impatiently.
Which Carrie?
Senegalia.
Hiya.
I think I'm saying that right.
Senegalia.
Senegalia.
I'm pretty
sure.
Yes. Yes, queen. So we're doing like the lighter greens on the bottom half. What do frogs look like? I don't know. Make it up.
You've never seen one.
Well, not enough to like, oh yes, this is how I do a frog. This is the colors of a frog.
Eric says, Rocky, thanks for the fun video. You're welcome. I'm glad that you allowed us to let you on the channel so everyone could see how fabulous you are.
It was a very fun and crazy weekend. It went by so fast. I cannot believe that was last weekend.
That was one of the first times I've ever felt like I was getting sick, and then I didn't. Because usually when I feel like I'm getting sick, I feel like I'm in denial. I'm like, I'm not getting sick, but then I do. And I did the same thing this time, but then I was fine the next morning.
And then I got all paranoid because I was like, wait, am I getting sick now? Because like usually, obviously, when one of us gets sick, the other one does. And I was like, oh, God.
I honestly think it's because no one had oat milk, and I was drinking tons of dairy, and dairy kind of makes my throat a little swollen, so I think that's probably what it was. Anyway, boring conversation. Let's move on.
Yeah, like, this is why you don't have your own channel.
I know. Eric says, no, not Rocky in the other corner. This is Kimball's channel. Yeah. David says, Rocky, you have your new crochet undies on?
Do you?
Maybe. But no,
I can't tell. I can't tell. He's got sweats on.
No, I've got... What do I have on? I have pump underwear on.
Pump up the jam. Oh, with these colors, I'm making like his toes are going to go like very pale yellow, but like it's going to be like a somewhat greenish yellow all the way down. We're working our way down. I think
Wild Reed says no one puts baby in a corner.
Well, yes. And I think I'll keep it light yellow up around his face too. Again, what do frogs look like? I don't know.
Trisha says, never eaten frog legs, but just like everything, they're supposed to taste like chicken. Why does everything taste like chicken?
Because chicken tastes like everything.
Because everyone eats chicken.
I think it's because you can flavor chicken pretty much any way, and so you can flavor anything else with the flavor that you would add to chicken, but like, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Right. No one does.
It makes sense, though.
Split screen. Do you guys prefer the split screen, or do you like the tiny Kimball in the corner?
I think they liked the tiny Kimball because then they could see like the artwork easier. But
I mean, the artwork technically is the same size between these. It's just if you want to see more of Kimball.
I'm very distracting.
He is. He's just so beautiful. It's just all the beauty. Look at his face. You guys, look at that face.
I scratched my nose.
Don't look at that. Okay, anyway.
It's fine. Things happen.
Okay, times. We have comments. So, Leslie says, hello, boys and everyone. I love Camilla's books. I have all of them, and I blame you, Kimball.
Ooh, well, you're welcome. I think I don't have 2 of them. I think. I'll have to look into it. But we'll see. I'm trying to declutter because, you know, you watch that. You make a decluttering video. Actually, no, you do a house tour, and people tell you you've got too much crap. And then you look around, and you're like, I do have too much crap. But I love it. So we're trying to declutter. Well, I am. Rocky's like, I don't care. Throw it all away. I'm all, no, God.
Carrie S says, perfectly pronounced.
Oh, thank you.
Eric says, Trisha, frog legs are delicious. Are you getting sick of me? LOL. And then Trisha says, Eric, I'll take your word for it. And then Eric says, Pump Up the Jam is the best Belgian house number.
Pump up the jam.
Pump it up. And Eric says he likes the corner. I mean, it makes sense. It is Kimball's corner, technically. So, and then Trisha says, I like tiny Kimball. If Trisha could just have a little tiny Kimball around the house, she'd put you up on the little mantle.
Like the elf on a shelf?
Yeah.
Kimball on a thimble?
Oh my god. I was trying to think of something else to say, but I couldn't come up with a rhyme.
Yeah. Nothing for you.
Kimball's name has symbols. I don't know. Moving on.
Oh my, you call yourself a musician.
Robin says, I think I got your cold. Been sniffing and coughing in bed with fever the past couple days. Ugh!
No fun.
Being sick's the worst.
Don't recommend. Alright, that color is done for now. We'll set it off over there. Going up to the next lightest color, which is Pale Sage.
Eric says we need a new channel, Rocky's Bed. What would that even be? I don't even know, just me sleeping?
Well, we have like our little thing on Patreon where we...
Oh yeah, bedroom banter.
Yeah.
We should do a bedroom banter.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Trisha says, that would be perfect. I don't know what I would do in bed. I would just would it just be me there answering comments on YouTube?
That's what you do every morning.
I'm so on the fence about, like, I want our channel to grow so badly just so we can support ourselves and do that full time. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm going to feel so sad when we get to a point where I can't answer everyone.
Something over here is clickety clicking. It's super annoying.
Kimball's always like fiddling with his desk because he'll have like a little click click as he's shaking the desk.
Well, I've heard, like, people have told me, like, there's this weird clicking noise. It's, like, distracting.
Let me see if I can hear it.
Well,
keep going. Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it.
Yeah, it's probably like the scissors or these water bottles or something. I don't know. I feel like I should just clear the desk.
Yeah, if you could just clean it up, that'd be great.
Well, I don't want to.
That's a bit better. Something changed.
I'm not pressing as hard.
If you could change your behavior to suit the live, that'd be great.
Well, I'm trying to layer the colors right now as opposed to laying them down and getting it done quickly.
Eric says, sleeping no fun. No, sleeping no, just fun in the bed. So like bouncing on it.
Yep.
Jumping on the bed.
Typical.
Although you can't really jump on our bed. It has memory foam, so it just kind of like deadens everything. It doesn't allow for childish fun. David says, what's the weather like today?
Here,
it's very windy because we have this like major storm system kind of passed over and stuff, but there's still a lot of wind.
We had like just the edge of it. We didn't get the full storm. Thank God, because oh my God, 120 mile per hour winds. What is this doing there?
Yeah, we were at a restaurant today, and like, you know, those plastic signs they have on the springs, so they kind of go with the wind. Well, that was fine, but the plastic had come out of the thing and was like flailing in the wind, holding the sign in. The sign got drenched in rain, and then the plastic flew. I went outside and put it back in once. Kimball.
Is this making the clickety clack?
I don't know. And then, the wind just took it out again and blew it down the street. It's fun times.
But being the good people that we are, Rocky picked it up and took it inside the restaurant. And then later, I'm sure they'll be like, where is it?
And Madrio says, well, hello, you skipped me. Look up. Wait, where did I miss? Did I miss a comment?
Hello, Rocky. Don't skip.
Where?
Apologies. I wouldn't have done that.
I don't see it. It's not in here.
Did it get taken away?
Wait, who else am I not seeing? No, it's just not there.
Oh.
Madrio. I don't see a comment. Where is it? Yeah, it's not here. Not with sad.
Not with that weird accent.
Who else did I not respond to? Let me know.
Let us know in the comments that you can't comment.
Eric says, really miss you guys. I was surprised that they like me feeling humble. Oh, like in the video, maybe. Or maybe that we like you. What are you talking about, Eric? Eric, what are you talking about?
What do you talk? What do you say?
Trisha says, oh, my bin was blown over. And then she put a really pretty emoji of a woman blowing, it looks like from Frozen or something.
I'll have to take your word for it.
Da-da-da.
Oh my God, I did it in my head.
We have this show in America called Reading Rainbow. We had a show, and it was hosted by LeVar Burton, who played Geordie LaForge on Star Trek The Next Generation.
Is it LeVar or Lamar?
Lamar, I don't know. And there was a moment in that show where they're like, but don't take my word for it. And then we'd be like, da-da-da. So Kimmel and I always think that every time. Anyway, it was a story. It was a show about reading. Getting kids to read.
It's called Reading Rainbow.
Butterfly in the sky, I can fly twice as high. Take a look, it's in our book, a reading rainbow.
Reading
Anyway,
Rainbow.
that's all we got. Now we're done with that. We're done. Stop it. David says, Eric is amazing. Clap.
Yeah. Clappities. Calamity Jane.
After we left, I was like, I wonder if Eric was just tired of, like, got sick of us quickly. We can be a lot.
You're a little draining.
I know. Well, true. I admit that. No, I think he was fine.
Everything was fine.
Eric says, when do you need a new shipping off chocolate? And I mean that the subscribers like me. Yes, true.
I ate all
when
the
do you
chocolate.
need a new shipping of chocolate, Kimball?
I don't, because I ate the whole box. And that's not good for me.
Also, you know, will it ever get here, or will it end up in a nursing home in North England?
Yeah, that was...
I don't think they'll send it back if it arrives there.
Yeah, that's something they would be like, I don't know where it went.
Sadie says, I watched that as a kid. LOL.
Reading Rainbow. All right, on to the lightest color. And we're just going to blend it all together. It's very, very pale, but it's enough to like kind of smudge the colors together. And then I might come back over with the darker green just to add a little bit more definition.
Eric says, thanks, David. And no, I was not sick of you. And then Trisha says, we love you, Eric.
We love you. Ah! Eric's going to become like a little superstar.
I totally want to meet more people and have them on the channel. I think it's fun. I don't know. It's a fun experience, honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe not for everyone, because some people are just like, I don't want to be on your channel.
Well.
But it's still me. But I would just love to meet more people in general.
We could do a meetup.
It's nice one-on-one, though, because I feel like if you do a meetup, a lot of people who are introverted would be hesitant to go, just because...
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Myself included. And we'll have fun at the meetup, Rocky. What?
But and also, you can't like have one-on-one conversations too much with people, because it's like when you're hosting a party and you're just like going back and forth, like, is your drink full? Like, you know.
I don't care that much.
Oh, okay.
I don't host parties.
Kimball doesn't care about you.
Oh, no, about you, sure, but like, I'm never going to host a party.
Eric says, you let me blush, guys. Did you blush? I don't remember you blushing.
Well, he has facial hair, so it's hard to tell.
True.
All right, so...
What were you blushing about? Okay, moving on.
Let's see if this color is strong enough to just bring in a little more definition. Subtle, but I think it'll work. I don't want to go too dark because the upper part of his body is going to be a darker green. Little shadow under the arm, help it stand out.
I'm still confused about this whole like skipping comments thing. Like, why is it not including all the comments?
I don't know. That's weird.
Well, anyway, long story short, if I ever like don't read one of your comments, it's not because I'm doing it intentionally. Don't take offense to it.
Unless it's inappropriate.
Yes, Kimball's family PG channel. So sometimes if it's like too overly whatever, I'll just kind of like.
It's like PG-13.
Right.
We've really grown up here.
Eric says the Stilton with honey is now the Yar with chili flakes. The jar with chili flakes.
That was my favorite one. The Stilton with honey was my favorite. Maybe you didn't like it. Maybe you just dumped it all out.
I think he went through it quickly.
But yeah, I definitely liked that one. It was my fave.
Kimball and I got one it's Stilton from a place called Fortnum and Mason, and they have these really cute little jars that are like this tall.
Little ceramic
and they're
jars.
ceramic, and we got a blue one, but it tasted like Smarties candy.
It's a very sweet. It says like Madeira or something. It's like Stilton with Madeira or something. I don't know.
And I mean American Smarties, not Smarties here in England,
it didn't taste like chocolate.
It tastes like just candy, like sugar candy. It was weird.
I still have some. It's good on my salad. It's definitely a different take because I do like sweet and savory in my salads. Are usually.
Well, you can just save money and get Smarties then and put those on your salad. Kimball, can you imagine?
They
What's the difference?
They don't come in a cute ceramic.
Protein? I don't know.
That too.
Wildreed says, maybe it was mentioned in the video and I missed it, but does Eric sell his creations? Eric, do you care to answer? Cut to Eric starting in like an LTD so he can sell things.
adding some more pink just because I like it.
Eric says, the Stilton was going fast. Need more, Kimball.
Well, I can't afford it, so it's a one-time thing. It's a special treat. I wonder if I should color all the other frogs now or just kind of save that for a later thing.
Amidrio says, oh, you did it again. I sent it again and you skipped. Did you do it on purpose? I don't know what you sent. It's probably something that it's flagging in the comments that I can't see for some reason. So it might be some like word or something that
Usually it tells you like...
It does normally say it's held, but it's not doing that to me.
Oh, you're also... Well, you're doing a different program. Normally we just do it through YouTube.
That could be it? I don't know.
I'm sorry. That's not fun.
Let's see. Community moderation.
I mean, we don't have any blocks up.
Wait, moderation Oh, I can click on moderation activity. It was turned off.
What is that? Okay. I think the bottom part's done.
Eric says he does sell, but only in Europe. You guys can exchange information and figure all that out.
That sounds like fun.
I'm so
all right.
confused.
We're moving on to the top part, which are these colors. I went for more of a bluish, tealish frog. I was going to go very, like, earthy olive green, but I was like, no, let's pop a color.
Right?
Right.
Can I add filters to this? I can.
I don't even know what you can do. Oh, let's do the light coloring first, just to make sure. Did I... Checking my color thingy. I think I just went into white. I don't think I added yellow to the top. We'll see, though.
Oh, I can adjust the saturation of things. Oh, look at you, Kimball. Wow, you're, like, popping right now. That's the look.
Is it a good pop?
Well, I'm just thinking our camera dulls down some of the color a bit, so I think I'm going to make it just slightly more vibrant so the colors are closer to what they should be.
Oh, that sounds very exciting.
I know, right? I'm learning.
I love everything that you're doing.
It's the only way to really learn is while you're doing a live stream, kind of, not really, but I mean, here we are.
The only way to learn is to learn.
So, let's see, is that better?
I saw a baby spider in our house today, and I just thought, oh, God, it's starting.
It's that time. Frederick's family is coming back.
The thaw. That's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine. All right. Let's color this guy. I don't even know if these colors are going to go well together. Doesn't matter. A little shadow from the cape.
That's better. The color definitely looks better than it did.
Well, that's good.
Demetrio says, maybe because I mentioned another app. Oh, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's... Because it's weird that, like, some of your comments are coming through and others aren't. That's bizarre.
1020 MJ says, thank you, YouTube, for not sending me a notification that Kimball was live. Has everyone clicked the notification bell?
And subscribe if you haven't, please. That would be great. Thumbs up, always appreciated.
For
but
sure.
Yeah, it is weird. Like, even people that I have the bell on it, sometimes it doesn't tell me. So, I don't know.
Well, I can't even see all the comments people are posting, so I don't know what's happening.
Who can say? Who can say? All right, he's got a nice round belly, so let's just make this like it's part of a ball or something. Remember, I do long ovals. I don't like do back and forth. It's really long ovals, just in case you're coloring along and you're wondering.
Eric says, my new blanket is now on my legs. Pic will follow on Insta. Ooh, fun.
All right. I feel like something is tickling my neck and it's freaking me out.
It's not me. Oh, the spiders, Kimball. Oh, you know what? It's a thread. I just saw a thread on your shirt. It went inside, though. It's like on the inside. It's under your... Whatever, you're done. You're done. No one cares about your...
I gotta get it off
No one cares about your creepiness.
I'm not creepy.
I mean, your creepers, like, on your neck.
Yeah, no, I understand now, completely.
Trisha says, YouTube never notifies me, sad face. Eric says...
Weird.
And guys, look at the old videos here from the guys. They are too funny.
Oh, like our original...
Oh, yeah.
Don't
tell people that, Eric. I might have to actually post those on YouTube, because I'm not going to have enough time to make videos over the next 2 weeks.
What do you mean? I think he's talking about, like, the Paris ones, right?
No, he's talking about old videos here on Kimball's Corner.
Oh.
Because I'm probably going to have to post one of those next week, because I'm in the studio for the next 2 weeks, pretty much solid. So I just will have... Like, I'll be home around 7 in the evenings, maybe, but I'm like, when am I going to
ruin my whole freaking week, why don't you?
Sorry.
Trash.
I could do a live stream or something. I don't know. I need to figure it out.
Yeah, we could do like a Q&A and just like make dinner.
Well, Emidrio says, Rocky, do Q&A. What do you think?
Oh, well, see, there you go.
That's a good idea, Emidrio. I think we might do that.
I think so. Get your questions ready.
That'll get us through 1 week at least. I do like to edit those because I think they're more like amusing, but it would be fun to do it live and have people, like I could announce that we're doing it ahead of time so people could plan.
I think that sounds like a great idea.
Eric says, just want to make you famous, guys.
Well, thank you.
We don't want to be famous,
Yeah.
but we do want to have
Freedom.
lots of people enjoying the adventures that we're going on so we can share the love and, you know, the ad revenue.
Yeah.
MJ says, I clicked the bell on day one. Makes me think YouTube doesn't want me here. It makes me think that they don't want us here, is what
I
it
wonder
makes
if
me think.
it's because we're doing it through this thing. Because if we just did it right through YouTube, it might.
Oh.
Because we're doing a different program, so we can do like the split screen and that kind of stuff. And Rocky can charge his phone at the same time because, you know, there was that one episode where I was coloring, I was panicking, I didn't know if we were going to make it. We did, but, you know, that wasn't fun. People enjoyed it, I didn't.
Wild Reed says, this is actually the first time I've been notified on this channel, and I've had the notifications on when I subscribed. Interesting.
Huh, so I get maybe it isn't the program. Well, get it together, YouTube. Don't leave our peeps hanging.
Emidrio says, and make it more special and spicy, the Q&A.
Just the questions, not the outfit.
For attention.
Okay.
I mean, we could do it so that, like, for every question that we refuse to answer, maybe I have to take off article of clothing. It could be like strip Q&A, Kimball.
All right, you have fun with that. I will have my coffee.
I'm down. Strip Q&A. Emidrio's idea.
Well, technically it was yours.
Well, whatever. Carrie says, I get the notifications, and you are absolutely wanted here. Aw.
Oh, thank you. Hearts. All right. I think I will add some yellow. I'll finish the green first, but then maybe I'll add some yellow because it's a very different color to the rest of his body. Or I could blend some of this green into it. I don't know. I got options. We'll try and make it work somehow.
Eric says, spicy Q&A about cooking. Like using spices in cooking.
That I'm fine with. There you go.
I do work for Frank's Red Hot and Cholula, so I mean...
I do like Cholula. I do not like Frank's.
And a company that sells, you know... oh my god, what? Cayenne peppers. Anyway.
Cayenne.
I could not think of the word. Wild Reed says, maybe y'all too sexy for YouTube. He. I mean the other channel. Maybe definitely. And is messing up the algo. Maybe.
Maybe.
Although, whenever I post a picture of me half naked on a thumbnail, it literally just like goes crazy. I'm like...
Are you bragging?
No, I just thought, I'm like, why... I would think the algorithm would, like, dissuade that, but it apparently it's quite the opposite.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever. Trisha says, can't wait to hear those questions, Rocky. You'd better wrap up well. What if I had, like, 8 jackets on when we start? It is cold out. I could manage.
I'll just turn the heat off, and you'll just, like, be putting on all these layers.
We're going to have enough people willing to ask those questions for it to make it interesting, though.
Well, you can ask any question. We just have to come up with interesting answers.
Emidrio says, do you follow the statistics of followers? How old are they, and who are the most, men or women? Save it for the Q&A.
But if you're talking about my channel, I get I think the youngest I have is 18 up to over 65.
What's the majority, though? 55 plus.
No, like whatever it is, like 44 or something, 45 to 55 or whatever it is. I don't know, somewhere in there. But honestly, it does change pretty much weekly, so. And those are just, I don't know if that's watchers or subscribers, because it just changes to whatever. I think it's the new subscriber count or watch count or whatever. I don't know. I really don't pay that close attention to it because I don't get it.
Eric says, not seen the famous Rocky Chess live. Timothy says, hello, Kimball. Were
Hi.
you looking for Sharpie paint oil-based fine point?
Water-based.
Water-based.
But, yeah. They're the extra fine. I don't have mine anymore because I tossed it. What I have is
It's the same thing he used to get, but it's the medium.
So, yeah, I have this one. I don't know which camera's better.
That's better.
But, yeah, this is water-based, and it's the fine point. And the one I used to get is extra fine point. So, like, the nib was, like, half the size of that one.
I wonder
was
if you could just get a
fabulous.
nib.
It wouldn't fit in there. Like, it looks like...
Because there's other people that make paint pens that are fine, like they're good, but
it was kind of like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very fine point. This is a Jane
Can you put
Davenport
your hand
pen.
behind it because it's not focusing? Thanks. There you go.
But, yeah, it's a very fine nib. And the paint is, like, very opaque. So it's just hard to find that, that perfect combo.
A view says, hey, Kimball's Corner.
Hey, you.
I'm sure they said it just like that.
Probably. It's also funny because when we met Eric, it's like, I didn't think about, obviously I knew he has an accent. And so, like, but it's like, I always think of, because Rocky voices everybody's comments. So I just hear Rocky's voice. So I just think about that. But yeah, then I meet you in person and it's very different.
Anne Chandler says, Kimball,
Yes.
do you use anything else but Prismas?
I do. But when it's just, I use Prismas because I'm very familiar with them. But also, I have the most color variety of them. But I have Karen Dash. I have Jane Davenport. I have, what is it, Stabila? What are you called? Where are you at? You're in one of these drawers. You're a secret.
Where are you at?
It's a secret thing. I have, is it Lyra? These ones, the Far Reason Color Giants by Lyra, like these ones. I have a lot of colored pencils. I have Castle Gold, like the Castle Arts Gold Collection, which I do like, but they aren't as pigmented and they don't blend as easily as Prismacolors. But if you have a request, I will happily use different colors or different colored pencils next time. Not a problem.
A view says, hey, Chad, I adore Camilla Derico and Prismacolors, and I did say it like that.
Oh, fantastic.
The hello, Kimball's Corner. Hey, Kimball's Corner.
Yes, I'm going to have to, I don't know, because I guess I can order Prismas online. I know I talk about this a lot, because they just don't have them in store.
She says, hey, girl, hey.
Hey. But there is like an online store here where I can order Prismas. I feel like I should just do one giant order rather than buy one at a time. And just get all my favorite colors.
Eric says, I was nervous to talk all the time in English. I'm not used to that. I thought you did a great job, Eric.
Yeah, it was totally fine. I have a weird thing that, like, I can't understand accents. It's really hard for me to understand accents. Even, like, American dialects.
Right.
Like, it's a me thing. So that is something I struggle with. It's also, like, I was reading this thing, and it also goes hand in hand. Like, if you're in a diner, like, when Rocky and I go out to eat, and if we're sitting right across from each other and everyone's talking, I can't hear him at all.
Right.
I have to, like, absolutely focus on what he's saying to, like, pick up the few words so I can actually carry a conversation. But, yeah, it's very bizarre, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's a thing. I don't like it. The things we learn about ourselves as we grow up. What you doing over there, Rock?
I'm fixing color correction.
Thank you.
It's just I'm just adjusting the live stream to make everything feel a bit more accurate to the actual colors and the vibrancy.
I'm going to bring this color, the true green, into, like, down here, just so it's not so different. And then I might bring a little bit of it into, like, a little bit of the yellow up into the other part. But it's easy to just kind of bring it down a little.
Amadrio says, well, Kim, there an idea. I have to do challenge. Put timer on for drawing in 10 minutes as an example. So like a 10-minute drawing challenge.
Okay, drawing I can do. Coloring takes forever.
Eric says, and I have a deep voice. Dude, I had the deepest voice this morning when I woke up. It was bizarre.
Yeah, you were very bassy.
I was like, why can't I have that all the time?
Uh-uh.
I'm stuck in this like high nasal range all the time. Carrie says, I'm like that. Hearing everything everywhere all at once does my brain in.
Yeah, it's weird.
Processing information, y'all. Everyone's different.
Yeah, mine just like cuts out everything. I'm like, no.
Eric says you were more focused on the mashed potatoes than me, Kimball.
Which point?
And they were good mashed potatoes. What was the best meal we had there?
I mean, I really liked the one, it was at the kebab place.
Oh, yeah, we went to a kebab place that was just a really affordable... And it was so much food. It was crazy. It was like a bed of chips,
surprise,
cheese, all the sauces, kebab, lettuce, all this. It was so filling. How much did we spend on that? Like,
I think it was 30. I think each plate was 15, but we could have just split one.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it was a lot of food.
Anne says, I'd love to see you use some Caran d'Ache. I just bought some luminants, and I'm not in love with them, but I know they are considered really good.
See, I'm the same.
Has proven a bit difficult.
I don't love oil-based pencils, even though I have a lot of them. So it takes a little bit of trial and error. Like this one is Caran d'Ache. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was done with the Caran d'Ache. That's a video on here if you want to follow that one. But yeah, it's definitely... I'm more comfortable with the waxy pencils. I think they blend much easier.
Which is weird, because you think oils would be the most blendable, just because they're oils.
Right, but they feel scratchy to me, which I don't like.
Yeah.
Like, the way they feel is just weird. Whereas waxy just feels, like, smooshy and moves around a lot easier.
When they're waxy, what does it actually mean? Like, what is the material, the base?
It has, like, wax in it. Like, it's...
Interesting, just a hard wax.
Yeah. Yeah, I think bringing the yellow up is definitely helping. It's subtle, but effective.
I wonder if Mona's watching.
Mona, Mona.
Oh my god, it was like Money.
Yeah. Good old Mona. If she's not watching now, she'll watch later.
Eric says, and the waffles you ate, Rocky, was the Brussels style. Yes, it was.
Yes.
Anne says they definitely feel weird.
Right? Yeah, it almost feels like really dry or scratchy or something. It's bizarre.
Mm.
But...
What were you saying about the waffles? Sorry.
I don't know. Probably that I liked the dense one with the sugar crystals. Is it lage? I don't know how to pronounce it. But it's delicious.
Amidrio says, Rocky, what do you think? Make vlog how GRWM.
Yep. GRWM.
GRWM.
Get really wild, man.
How to what?
What? What are we talking about?
Amidrio said, how to asterisks.
I don't know.
How to...
Land a man.
How to annoy Kimball. I can definitely do that. In fact, I do that in every episode. I just don't say I'm doing that.
And I'm just really good at hiding it.
No, you're not annoyed.
No, you're not annoyed.
He's not annoyed. I just tell you he's not. Someone said something in one of the comments I read today, and it was something about how
strong I am for living with you.
No, it's something about how we're getting better with time or something as we go on.
Like our age?
And I thought Kimball sure is more tolerant. No, on the vlogs.
Oh, I thought you meant like... What do you mean? I thought you meant like as time goes on, I thought we were looking better.
No, like the vlogs are getting better and better, basically.
Oh, well, that's good.
Which is funny because I feel like I've absolutely done nothing different over the past year and a half or whatever.
You're just really cutting out all the malarkey.
Eric says, you like more than leech style, Kimball, and you can still say the just way where I live. Bredna. Oh, Amidrio says, get ready with me. Oh my god, I don't know any of like the youth things.
I think that's just... I actually knew that. I just didn't know it. It was one of those, like, if I thought about it long enough, I would get there.
Yeah.
See, I feel like we should do some more just random day-to-day content.
We will. It's just time to film them.
Right. But I mean, it is just our day-to-day. Okay, I think I've gone on enough about trying to get these colors to...
Amidrio's like, it's like modern Word. We're just so not in the loop about, like, what is it called when you use letters? Acronyms, like people are using.
What is that confounded word? All right. I'm going to color the little baby frogs a little bit later. I'm going to make that a quick thing.
What's another one? TTFN something?
Ta-ta for now?
No, it's not that one. It's about like shaking my head or something. SMH. So people were writing that forever, and I was like, what are they talking about? So I had to Google it.
Even I knew that one.
Well, good for you.
You're welcome. Okay, actually, let's color his eye. I'm just going golden colors with the frog eye.
Eric says, this frog is funky.
He's a funky frog. I feel like I'm going to color that golden, but I think it should be like the green. You know how like or those lizards where their eyes poke out. It doesn't matter.
Like if you squeeze them hard enough, for sure.
Ew, don't be gross.
Robin says, Kimball, do you ever use chins markers / grease pencils? Have you ever heard of them? Chins.
Grease pencils, yes. The brand, no.
Chins.
And no to that question.
Or maybe it's a type of marker, chins markers. Is that markers you like hold on your chin when you're thinking? Chin marker.
I was going to do markers today, but I didn't want it to bleed through the page because I liked my coloring on the other side.
There you go.
Sometimes you just got to make... Well, sometimes the choice is just made for you, really.
Oh, Robin says China markers.
Yes, I have heard of China markers. And I have not used those. Those are like the ones that like color on anything. And I don't think I have. I may have in store, like testing them out, but I definitely haven't like purchased them.
Robin or Amidria says, do you know what ASF means? I mean, I know what I think it means.
ASF?
Like someone's cute as F.
Broke my pencil.
Way to go. Well, see, that's what happens when you swear on the channel.
I think I'm going to use a little white and see if I can highlight that a little bit.
Eric says, Rocky, do you wear the bow tie? I actually, in the episode little backstory. So on the episode that just came out, I realized when I was at the very end of the video that I hadn't tried on the underwear that Eric had made. And I was like, God, I have to try it on for the episode.
You did try it on, but you hadn't filmed it.
And Kimball had already gone to sleep. It was like 2 a.m. And I was like, oh my God, I have to get this done because I had to, had to upload it on Saturday. So anyway, it was like 2 a.m. I like closed the door, turned the bright lights on. I'm like trying to film this like reveal of the underwear, and I totally forgot to put the bow tie on because it was in the bedroom.
No, it's downstairs
or wherever it was. But I didn't want to like walk by and wake Kimball up.
But I think it's funny because
it would have been cute though.
When this light is turned on, I'm pretty sure it lights up the entire courtyard.
Are you serious?
Yeah, well, like when they turn on their dim kitchen light, I'm like, oh God, like it shines into our.
These curtains though.
Well, they're not blackouts.
Oh well.
So I just imagine the whole courtyard just being lit up right now, which I'm fine with. It's still early.
Demetrio said the underwear that Eric made, I think it's like for women more than men.
Yeah, that's cute.
I like them. I think they're super. They're like some of the most comfortable underwear I've ever worn, actually.
Okay, we're gonna say this is part of the cape. I was gonna be like, it's a fancy scarf, but no, it's part of the cape now. Blocking the colors, come in with the darkest. This is a little fold, so that's just gonna be dark.
And then Midra put a K because he spelled Eric's name with a C. Good catch. Eric, how upset do you get when people spell your name with a C? On a 1 to 10.
My name gets misspelled all the time as Kimb.
Eric. I keep saying it wrong. It's Eric. Right?
It is, but that's just a lot of effort right
Eric.
there.
No, it's not. It's not too much effort. I just keep forgetting. It's respectful to say people's names the way they want to be spoken.
Sure. But it's also like, I forget because, I'm me.
We have a lot of friends named Eric, so.
I can think of one.
I've had a lot of friends growing up.
Well, that's different. I've had a lot of friends growing up. Where did they all go?
I mean now, Rocky, and the underwear. Rocky, and the underwear is gender neutral. Oh, I'm not wearing the bow tie now. No. I don't like this for men or women. Oh, he's probably saying like I don't like the idea of having clothes that are labeled as like for men or women.
Yeah, I think that's weird. I mean, I get that, like, you can create an outfit tailored more to, like, a woman's body or a man's body, but, like, honestly, who cares?
Oh, we've unlocked a pet peeve for Eric. When someone spells his name with a C, he really doesn't like it.
All right.
Don't even think about it, you guys.
I see what you did there.
What?
Nothing, I just wanted to say C.
Oh my god. Demetrius says, Kim, how much it costs to buy all art stuff? Oh my god, can we not even think about that?
It's expensive.
I think we'll be depressed if we think about how much money we've spent on art supplies.
It's... Like, in the States, I bought my Prismacolors, and they were, like, $1 to $1.50 a piece at the time. They've definitely gone up.
They're like $2.50 or $3 now.
I mean, and it varies by color, too. Like, the pigments that they use can change the price.
Thousands. We're just gonna say thousands for sure.
For sure. But
he has received a lot of free stuff over the years, but
like Karen Dash is way more expensive. Like their colored pencils are like what, $4 a pencil or something. Yeah, they are definitely pricey. So I mean, I'm a little bit of a bargain shopper, so I picked out all of the colors that I loved, and then I looked for like their packaged pencils, and I found one that had over half the colors that I really liked. I think it was like a 20-pack or something. And it like, so I bought that, and then I just bought the extra pencils because I don't need all of them, especially since I didn't know if I really liked them. And it's like, I do like them, but I always default to Prismacolor. But everybody loves what they love.
Eric says millions, guys, to buy all Kimmel's art.
I mean, should I just sell everything I own?
I don't know, maybe.
Sell all my artwork? I don't know what to do with it. It's all just in journals. It's not like, a lot of it's not light fast, so I wouldn't really want to sell it. Because I don't want to sell somebody that's going to, I mean, granted, it'll take like 50 years to start fading, unless it's in the sunshine, but I don't know.
Eric says, drinking Duvel now. Duvel.
I don't know what that is. So it's
Everyone
probably
spelled his
alcohol.
name with a C, and now you've driven him to drink. Way to go, guys.
No.
Emidrio says, yes, I know, right? That's why I like to draw on my iPad.
Well, see, I switched to digital because we didn't have enough space.
Or money.
But then, like, my friend got me back into traditional art, and I was like, oh my god, this is so much fun. It's a very different vibe. So I still do a lot of artwork on the iPad.
So if you guys see all of our channel artwork and stuff like that, it's mostly digital, and then on Patreon, it's a lot of hand-drawn.
I mean, even a lot of stuff that looks hand-drawn is still drawn on I mean, it's all hand-drawn, but, like, traditionally. But I love that, like, there's a pencil. I love the pencils on the iPad.
Do you use Procreate? What do you use?
Yeah, I use Procreate.
Okay. Oh, that's what Meteor just said, actually.
Yeah, because I use the pencil to draw. Like, I did pencils for my coloring book that I'll, someday it'll come out. Maybe. If you're lucky. We'll see. I don't know why I don't just finish it. I have, like, probably half the pages.
has started so many things that he doesn't finish, you guys.
But it's like, I have half the pages done, and I have the drawings.
What stops you? Are you scared, Kimball? You scared of success or failure?
I think what's stopping me is once it's done, I don't know the next step, and I'm afraid that I'll have done all of this work for nothing, because it's like maybe not the right format or something.
So by not doing anything, you've still done the work for nothing, but haven't tried. Got it. So that makes sense. That's I get that.
I'm glad you get that.
Demetrius says, did you try Procreate?
Yes, I like Procreate. That's what I use.
Eric says, Duvel is the beer I drank in the restaurant, Kimball.
Oh, yeah. I remember now.
That was really good beer, actually. That was probably one of the best beers I've ever had.
Yeah, just it's beer. I don't know. Can't get into it.
I'm not into beer, but it was good for beer. How many liters of alcohol have you had in your lifetime, do you think?
Me?
Yeah.
1.
The Zima.
Okay, maybe 2. I never drank because I enjoyed it. It was like, people wanted me to. They're like, try this. So I just tried drinks, but I was never like, yeah, order me up a pint of that. Plus, the drinks that I like are very expensive, so wouldn't actually ever buy them with my own money. I think the first, like, mixed drink I had, or, like, cocktail, or I don't know what it's called, was with Joelle. She bought it for me. It was the German chocolate cake, or whatever it was, which was actually really good. Like, It was bizarre. You basically just shoot the drink in your mouth, and as you swallow it, and then you like take a lemon, and then it just, for whatever reason, it tasted like chocolate cake. I don't know. That was weird. But it was good.
Eric thinks he drank like the North Sea worth of beer in his life. Your liver has filtered all that alcohol and cleaned it up for the world.
That's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. We've had no dropped frames, Kimball. 0%. Isn't that lovely?
What does that even mean?
It means like no frames have dropped of the 30 frames per second of the entire time you've been doing your live stream.
Oh
so
my
there's been no
god,
jittering, basically.
that is fantastic news. Everyone's all abuzz.
Does anyone ever get any... What's it called when it keeps
buffering?
Buffering? Because, oh my god, when Kimball and I first started doing his live streams, we kept getting buffering in our house in Baltimore.
Yeah, but that was because our phone was recording at a higher quality than YouTube could process.
I bet if we had run it through this program, it would have been fine.
Probably.
But instead, we had to run an Ethernet cord all the way up to the room from downstairs.
Well, that wasn't even it. I had to switch back to my iPhone 6.
Yeah.
And then everything was fine.
iPhone 6, what is this? The 1700s?
Yes.
Okay, everyone, what's your biggest pet peeve if you're willing to share it? I want to know. What's everyone's pet peeves? Just like whatever comes to mind. Doesn't have to be like the biggest one. Just like what comes to mind. Let's talk about it. Let's really unlock this.
I feel like we were driving in the car the other day and like a new one was like realized for me, but I can't remember.
What was it?
I can't remember.
Someone cutting us off? Driving to the front of a line?
No, I mean that's always bothered me. But like it definitely wasn't that though. I don't know, we were talking about something and I was like, oh, that really does bother me.
Eric says, it is the Belgian style, guys. We have almost 2,000 different beers here, and now tap water.
Yay! I do enjoy tap water. Sometimes I get real crazy and I put it in our filter.
I didn't even ask if the water was safe to drink there. I didn't think about it. I'm sure it is. It's Belgium.
We didn't drink the water, did we?
I drank the water out of the tap.
I don't remember if I did. I mean, obviously I drank the kettle water.
Tap water. Full
right.
of fun chemicals.
I feel like this is taking forever.
I know. Little Red Riding Hood
What are
over
we
there.
at?
My God.
Oh my god, it's been almost
you
an hour.
need to get your crap together, Kimball.
Just whip. Crack the whip. Adding a bit of pink, and then we're going to come in with white.
Kimball, just whip and nay-nay, okay?
No. No.
No one's putting any pet peeves in the comments. It makes me think no one wants to talk about it.
People nag me about pet peeves as a pet
Trisha
peeve.
good, but wait, time out. So go ahead.
What?
People will cut you off, what?
No, I said people nagging me about pet peeves as a pet peeve.
Emidrio says, Kim, do you know Andrew Kadima? He's my role model in drawing.
I do not. I mean, I might know the work, but I'm not familiar with the name. Andrew Kadima.
Let's see. What else I miss? Eric says, the only Americans say tap water. It is still water here, and yes, it is safe. And then Carrie says, too many peeves to mention.
Now, see, still water could also be bottled, so that could just be confusing.
Trisha says her pet peeve is people that say bought when they meant brought. When they mean brought.
Oh, it's already been bought in.
Wildberry says, I'm in the U.S., and whenever I read the news these days, a new pet peeve comes up. That's so true.
I believe that.
That's like me whenever I go on social media now. And I'm like, close.
Yeah, basically.
I'm like, I don't think I can be on social media for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
It's just too crazy. It just messes my energy up way too much. I'm so much happier when I'm not thinking about that crap.
Let's not get into it.
We're not. What am I even talking about? Eric says, what are the peeves? What are peeves? That means like things that annoy you, Eric. So
little things that annoy you.
Yeah, little things that seem, like they shouldn't annoy you, but they do.
Like, you don't like the sound of somebody chewing loudly. That's a pet peeve. Like, ew, shut up, Like, some people just hate that.
Christine agrees with Wild Reads.
What?
Christine agrees with Wild Reads about the pet peeve about just whenever the news is on.
Oh, yeah.
The world's a fun and interesting place.
That's half true. Well, it can be fun.
If your pet peeve is singing random sentences that don't make sense, then I'm sorry, but not sorry.
Well, you're forgiven.
I ate at 1, and I was like, I'll be fine. And now I'm like, I'm a little hungry.
You do this all the time. You're like, I don't need anything. You're like, I'm just gonna have a little snack. And I go downstairs and you have like a full-on like 4-course meal. And you're like, I can't sleep. Why do I have indigestion?
Sadie says, I gotta go, but I hope everyone has an amazing week. Bye!
Bye!
And then Eric says, bye, Sadie, have a good one. Eric says, ooh, I like the orange noom, LOL.
The orange noom.
The orange noom. Maybe the orange gnome? Are you talking about a gnome? What are you talking about, Eric? Eric, what are you talking about?
Nobody knows.
Eric. Carrie says, pet peeve, when people add a K to the end of a word. Like, everything.
Like Eric?
Everything.
Yeah, that's...
It's not a pet peeve
It's
of mine.
also amusing.
It's not a pet peeve of mine, but I find when the British people oftentimes say like an R.
They add an R, yeah. When
Into it?
When a word... Same with Australians. Like when a word ends with a vowel and starts with a vowel. Like the next... If it ends with a vowel and the next
Can you
one
give
starts...
us an instance?
So if you say Australia area, they'll say Australia area instead of Australia area. That's like all I can think of.
Wow, that was a good one.
Yeah, really, yeah. Not everybody probably, but I hear it a lot. And it's really funny because like when it's been brought up to, I think it was Luke Catlou, I think Zara brought it up to him. He's like, there's no R. And she's like, no, you're saying an R. Oh, it's funny.
David says, buffering when watching live streaming a football match from Wrexham, and my nephew texts goal when I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, God. That's funny. Not for you, but I find it amusing.
Eric says, he is my pet peeve. He is mine pet peeve. I'm not going to say who it is because we're not going to talk about it.
Ah.
He who must not be named.
Oh, my God.
Carrie says, you pointing at me there, Kimball?
No. But is it a thing, like, do you hear it? I don't know.
It's not a pet peeve. It's just, it's something we notice, and we're like, oh, yeah. Interesting.
Well, because I've brought it up to people before. I'm like, oh, why do you add an R? And they're like, I didn't. I'm like, but you did.
Well, we hate liars. I'm just kidding.
I don't know. It's not a big deal, but... Anyway, let's move on to his shirt.
Okay.
I want to see if I can erase a little bit, because I got a little... You know, when I start talking too much, I get a little careless. Just lighten it a little bit. All right, shirt colors. We're going with, like, these right in here. It's like the French grays and a beige. Very exciting.
Midrio says, the thing that really bothers me is when a sleeper snores. And you're pointing at... Don't point at me. I'm a gentle snorer. It almost like puts you to sleep.
Oh my God! Right? I don't know if you saw the latest video.
That was a sound effect, Kimball.
I think you just turned up the volume.
I downloaded a sound effect.
I don't know.
From freesound.org, and then it was like literally 20 minutes of some guy snoring. I was like, why does this have to be 20 minutes long? And so I just picked a random one.
Okay, but there are some times where you do snore that loud. That's rare. But normally it's just a quiet snore.
Well, you know, it's only going to get better as I get older, Kimball. You know that, right?
And it doesn't...
As everything loosens up in there.
It doesn't bother me if it doesn't keep me awake. Like the quiet ones. But, like, sometimes it'll just be quiet and it's all... And I'm like, oh, God.
And then his adrenaline's running. Speaking, Kimball gets his revenge on me. So the other night, I went to bed around 4 because I was editing. It was like Friday night. And then Saturday, he comes in at 8 and wakes me up and is like, I'm bored. How are you doing? And I'm like, I'm just going to sleep a little longer. So then 9 a.m. rolls around. He comes in. I'm in a deep sleep having like vivid, lucid dreams. And he's all,
no, I was not like, I was like, Bleh.
Whatever. The demon hound in my dream jumped at me and woke me up.
Well, that's what you deserve.
Anyway.
That's what you deserve for working so hard.
Eric says, join the club, Rocky. I'm like a drill at night. If I sleep upright, we used to have a bed, or we have a bed that you can elevate, and so your legs are kind of elevated and your back goes up, and I think I slept or snored a lot less when we did that, but we've since like lowered it down, so it's just flat, so Kimball has to deal with that now.
I mean, we can raise it back up if you want.
It's whether you want to have me snore or not. It's up to you.
But you don't snore every night. That's the weird thing.
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
I think when you roll on your side, you're totally silent, but...
Wildreed says, I'm a snorer, so I always escape before I fall asleep at a hookup.
I have to, like...
Oh, I
try.
sleep after a hookup. Gotcha.
Right, I have to try and like fall asleep before Rocky. Otherwise, it's just not great. Although
Which isn't hard because like lately I stay up later.
Well, yeah, when you don't come to bed with me, like if you come to bed like hours later, I'm dead asleep and you're super quiet. So.
Yeah, it's really funny. It's like me sneaking across the room, trying not to. I know where all like the creaks are, and the only thing that will give me away is if my knee snaps.
Oh my god!
If my knee cracks, and if it does, I like stop.
It reminds me of my old bedroom where like you had to like do freaking hopscotch across the floors.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, it was like landmines.
Otherwise, you'd wake up my mom.
I think it's almost impossible now. I think that you have even more creaks and cracks than when you were living there.
Yeah, well, because when they replaced the carpets, my dad screwed down the floorboards.
Demetrio says, "Oh, I have a question. Why do you have separate Save it for the live stream that we're gonna do." No, he says, "Why do we have separate bathrooms?" Kimball, can you answer?
Oh well, we don't technically. It's just I use the downstairs one more because when I wake up, I don't want to come up and down the stairs all the time. Plus, all of our toothbrush and everything, our toothbrushes and shower and all that stuff is in the upstairs bathroom.
Yeah, so basically, Kimball spends most of his time downstairs. I spend most of my time upstairs, like for working days or whatever. So it's just that's where we tend to go the most. But I use Kimball's downstairs bathroom. He uses mine. Like
yeah,
it's not really his
it's not
mine,
mine or his. It's just
the bathroom we use more.
Right.
But I think you have said like my bathroom on one of the episodes somewhere.
Yeah, I just claim it as mine because I use it the most.
Eric says strange things are happening in that bedroom there. LOL.
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
We don't spend. I mean, aside from like, where do we spend most of our time?
Where do we?
Yeah, downstairs, I guess, in the living room.
Yeah, like for TV,
For
games,
recreation
chatting.
things.
Yeah, because then I do a lot of reading in the bedroom. I pretty much always read in the bedroom. But like
Reading's a nighttime wind down bedtime thing.
Yeah, I mean I'll read sometimes throughout the day, but you know, depends on how things are going.
It just reminds me of like strange things are afoot at the Circle K in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
I literally said that like 2 minutes ago.
I know. I just crazy.
That you're like repeating what I just said.
Yeah. I'm trying to read comments. I can't listen to everything.
My little craze lately has been making a Milky Way coffee, which I don't know if Milky Way is everywhere. Like, obviously it's the candy bar, but I
don't think that's here in the U.S. I haven't seen it. Or in the UK.
We don't really go down the candy aisle.
I guess not.
Anyway, there's a coffee shop called Moxie Java in Boise. Probably other places too, I don't know. And they have a drink called the Milky Way, which I thoroughly enjoy. And then there's a similar one called the Caramelizer.
So what do you do with it?
At Dutch Brothers. It's basically like a chocolate and caramel syrup in your coffee. Delicious. What color? Oh my god, I didn't pick out a color for his pants.
MJ says TMI. And then Emidrio says, do you like Italian food or UK food? It's the only two options you get, Kimball.
Italian.
Okay. Italian's probably one of my favorite foods.
I didn't pick a color for his pants, but I think they're going to be blue. I don't know. You decide.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Or them?
Anybody.
Okay, whoever says the color for his pants first, that's what we're doing.
I'm going to color some golds for right now.
Eric says, and Kimball keeps the blanket your legs warm?
Yes. My legs, the one he made for me.
Mm-hmm. Is it nice and toasty?
Yes. It's sitting down on my golden rocking chair.
It's so cute. Kimball has a yellow rocking chair. It's on the back of it when he's not using it.
It's like a gold velvet. It's fancy.
Wild Reed says 2 bathrooms is a secret to a happy relationship. Sometimes 2 bedrooms, and in my case, 2 apartments.
I can believe that.
Everyone's
actually.
different.
That is true.
Kimball and I have had conversations about having separate bedrooms at some points. It makes me so sad to think about for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I mean,
yeah, I don't know. It's not something that's happening.
It's
right
like my
now.
grandparents had separate rooms. Like that's not a new thing to me. It's just I don't know. I just like being around Kimball so much. Like any time away from him, I get sad, and especially when I work so much, it's like I just want every possible excuse to be next to him. So separate bedrooms would just make me
see how great I am.
Yeah. But if it was ever a situation where Kimball was struggling sleeping and it was affecting our health or our relationship, I would definitely consider it. I wouldn't,
Yeah, but also
force the point.
I wouldn't be buying a house just to have a separate bedroom.
No, who can afford that? I don't.
Yeah. You can just go sleep on the couch.
David says, I thought they'd be blue.
Navy blue. Okay, that works.
Yeah, he definitely said navy.
Oh, did you say navy or baby
No,
blue?
I thought they would be blue.
Oh, well, okay, they'll be blue.
Okay.
They're going to be dark blue, though, because I need the contrast.
Amadrio says, how tall are you both? Combined, Kimball.
Well, together we are 12 feet 1 inch.
Yeah, 12 feet 2 inches.
Well, I'm 6 feet exactly.
Oh, are you? I thought you were 6'1".
Well, I thought so too, but when I went and got measured at the doctor, they said I was exactly. But
Kimball, those discs are already starting to crumble.
it was the middle of the day.
I think you're the same exact height as me, 6'1".
Sometimes I'm taller.
Depending on what shoes you wear.
Well, you were like shorter than me yesterday when you came home.
What? What are you talking about?
When you came home from work, not yesterday, but Friday. I just noticed we were standing in the hallway. I was like, why is he so short right now?
It could have been my posture. I was completely defeated after the day.
Yeah, these things happen.
Eric Edix says, fancy golden chair Kimball, King Kimball. Oops, I mean Queen Kimball.
Hi.
Leslie says, I love this Kimball. My dog is a world champion at snoring and loud dreaming.
I love it when dogs snore. I don't know why. I think it's funny. I like when their cheeks like puff out.
We were talking today about what size dog we would prefer to have or like, and Kimball was basically saying everything from like a small dog to a golden retriever. So he said basically Great Danes are off limits.
Well, and it's only because we don't have a huge place and a yard, so I don't want them to feel like trapped. Like that's not very nice.
Eric says they're both smaller in waist size than me. It's not a competition, Eric.
Yeah.
Big is beautiful. It's funny, I always think grass is always greener on the other side for body types.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that what you think?
And just most things in general.
I think I'm going to give him strawberry blonde hair because I don't think I did his hair color either.
Madrio says, stand together to judge who is taller. I'm telling you, we're exactly the same height. I'm telling you.
Stand together right now.
Should we do it on camera?
Right now?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I'm kind of in the middle of
You
something.
just don't need to. It's fine. We'll have to do it like over here, though.
Okay, this is
Just
very
stand right
important.
here. Can we actually see? I don't know. I can't see this. Can you guys see us? Okay, stand like posture good.
Posture.
I'm pretty sure we're the same height. We're the same lip height, anyway. It's so convenient. We don't have to bend down and do anything. We just like lean our necks forward.
That was a lot of work.
Trisha says it's obvious corgis are the dogs for you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Edix says just buy a dog collar for Rocky and you have a dog. I was named after a dog.
I couldn't.
Why not?
Because you're not furry.
I could try to make that happen.
No.
I would clean up my own poops.
Well, wow. I mean, you're really selling it there.
And you wouldn't have to feed me. Trisha says Rocky is taller. Just.
See, told you.
Maybe you have
I
wrinkled.
I don't think I've ever properly measured. I
I
mean, I don't really. I think I've only measured at the doctor's like once.
They measure you every time you do a physical, bro.
No, they don't. They weigh me, but they don't measure my height.
What doctor are you going to? The same doctor I've gone to? They literally...
The one that I went to here,
No, but in the
Oh,
U.S.,
yeah,
we went many, many times to the doctor, and mine always took my height.
Yeah.
And I had the same doctor than you did.
No,
What
you
was
didn't.
he? I had Eric.
In Baltimore, we had different doctors.
No, in Portland.
Okay, I had... I can't think of-
Zito?
Yeah.
I had him as well.
No. I had him, once? And then I had a new doctor. I can't think of his name right now, but he was amazing.
Oh, yeah, I had him too. He also took my height.
Well, I don't remember these things.
Anyway, must be nice to be tall. That's what Wild Reed says. Oh my
Yeah,
god, that's the
fine.
worst argument we've ever had, guys.
Oh, I'm so
Whether
sorry.
or not they measured Kimball at his physicals. These are the things that are really important for us to figure out. What's your favorite doctor you've ever had, do you think? And it could be like dentist, it could be doctor, it could be just anyone who's a doctor.
My last doctor in Portland.
Mm.
Although, I mean, Dr. Patterson, but she was only for, one procedure. But she was really fun, too.
Leslie says, my first dog was a Great Dane, although we didn't know it at the time until he kept growing. My uncle found him in a dustbin, so we named him Dusty.
Aw,
That's
cute.
so cute.
But also, Surprise!
Eric says, my dog was tiny and was a mini Malteser.
That sounds like chocolate candy.
It's either it was named Tinny or was tiny. I can't tell. Eric, let me know.
Oh,
Eric,
yes, both.
was it tiny or tinny?
I'm just going to do like little red jewels because I don't want to pull out new colors.
Oh my god, rubies?
There's somethings. Maybe they're tourmaline.
Amidria says, I'm keeping the stream lively and full of conversation. What do you think?
Oh, I think it's great.
Yes, I love when people
Appreciate
ship in.
it.
Thanks, Amidria. Kimmel, give Amidria the little heart things. See if it'll do it on there. Oh, it did it! Whoa, look at that. Crazy.
You're welcome. Hearts. Hearts.
Why does it... That's on a different camera, too. Why does it do that, I wonder? I think it's because it's on Macintosh.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I'm just going to color his skin in real quick. There's not a lot. And actually, I didn't write down what color this was today. Oh, yeah, 1092. I think it's called Nectar.
Wait, Kimmel, give 2 thumbs up real quick. I want to see what happens.
I'm very busy.
No. Nothing for you. Nothing for you. But it did look really good. Okay, you're fine. Moving on. Eric says the name was Misty because of the color white.
I don't know what we're talking about. Animals?
The dog. His dog. His Malteser.
Oh, gotcha.
Such a tease. A Maltese. What else is happening, Kimball? Anything going on lately?
Well, I'm coloring like a maniac.
Kimball and I have so much stuff to like go through and get rid of, and we're thinking it would be fun. In the United States, we have things called garage sales because everyone has a garage, and so you just basically open your garage and you let everyone come in, and you have all the things you want to sell there, and then it's just like a car boot sale here in the UK. So we've been thinking about, instead of just donating everything, we have a lot of things that are worth quite a bit of value, and we're just like, do we want to take the time and effort to sell it on Facebook Marketplace?
Ugh.
Or do we want to do a car boot sale? Will it be worth it? I don't know.
Like, I wouldn't mind if...
We should film an episode doing a car boot sale.
Like, if people on Facebook Marketplace actually were, like, responsive and stuff, I would totally be more into it, but... I feel like it's just a lot of waiting, and then people are like, oh, never mind.
Oh my god, you guys, if you've never sold anything on Facebook Marketplace, let me tell you how this actually goes. You put something on, you give it a great price, all the description, all the measurements, everything anyone would possibly need to know. They write you, still available? And you write yes, and then they never respond back. Everyone that writes you does that. And I'm talking like 20, 30 people will write you and do this. They just ghost you.
Yeah, it's very annoying.
I was like, I've never had to date before and like use dating apps, but I feel like using Facebook Marketplace has gotten me like so close that I just know I never want to date after, if anything ever happened to Kimball and I. I'm just like, no, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, it's exhausting. And it feels like you just start wasting your day, and then people are like, I can only come at this time, and then they cancel or they're late, and it's just like, oh my god.
It's a no. And Midrio says, do you prefer Apple or Hawaii phone?
A Hawaii phone?
I have no idea. Huawei. Never heard of it. We're going to say Apple.
Yeah, Apple. I have Apple everything, so...
Eric says, sell it in an auction. That just sounds even more time consuming, because we're talking about hundreds of things, not like one or two things. We're talking about lots of things.
Like, I have 3 bags of art supplies over there that I'm going to get rid of, and I'm just like, do I just give it to charity, or do I try and take it to, like, a church? Because they have, like, a little kid care, like a nursery in there that they could do art stuff. So I don't know. It's a lot.
Trisha says, I think you would enjoy a car boot sale, and you won't need to worry about waiting in for people.
Yeah, I don't know. Rocky, you want to speak?
We should do a car boot sale and tell everyone on the channel where we're going to be, and then everyone who watches the channel could like drive from anywhere in England down to meet us at the car boot sale. I'm sure everyone would just be willing.
Have a meetup and buy our stuff while you're there. Sounds like a party.
Eric says my phone is Redmi. I don't know. What are these phones? The only ones I know are like Oppa, which is like primarily Asian. I know LG, and I know Apple.
Samsung,
yeah. So those are the only 4 I really know of.
Yeah, I don't really know any phones.
Wild Reed says, if you don't mind shipping, eBay, I used to sell coins and books on there. I liked how straightforward it was. I think that's the problem, is like it would be so time. I have 0 time, and Kimball will not do it. Like,
no.
He refuses. So it's got to be like something easy and like done right now, all at once. It has to be like done in a day type of a thing, or it gets donated. Otherwise, it's just not going to happen.
And even with the
But I
donating,
think that's a good suggestion. I think eBay would be good if we had more time, like to fiddle faddle and stuff. I would definitely think that would be a good option.
even with the donating, I feel bad because there's so much of it. But they're like, we could always use more stuff. I'm like, all right, I'll bring you more. A lot.
Demetria says, I mean Android.
Ah.
Trisha says, would make a great vlog. I mean, there is Big Betty's car boot sale just down the street. We could do that.
You sounded like you really want to do this.
I just don't want to there's literally thousands of dollars of things that we're just giving away.
And it's not going on right now. I don't know when they start up. It's probably April.
I mean, whatever.
I'm not sure. I don't know how soon or like how early we can sign up. We'd have to find out all this information.
Demetria says, Hawaii, it's a Chinese company. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Huawei? I don't know.
Huawei. Okay.
Huawei.
Let's pull out a dark blue, and we'll blend it with a lighter blue. Let's go with the saturated. What color are you? True blue, I think. So I'm using indigo blue, true blue, and cloud blue. Let's just do these colors.
Wild Reed says, if nothing else, a car boot sale would be an interesting episode. If you sell nothing, you'd still have content. I wonder if anyone would let me actually film them.
Can you actually film a car boot? Like, would they allow it?
I don't know. I could literally just set the DJI up off to the side and just film the whole thing, and then I could use my phones. I could blur out people's faces and stuff.
Yeah.
You know how much I love extra work.
Well, you constantly are making it for yourself, so.
Wild Reed says, if nothing else, a car boot sale would be... Never mind. Sorry.
Getting a little repetitive over there.
I thought I hadn't read it, and then I had, and I stopped.
Yeah.
And it wasn't awkward, which is
just
nice.
in time.
What was... I'm trying to think of something that you said that was funny.
Well, that could be anything. I'm hilarious.
It was someone's name, and you're like, what if their last name was this? And it was very funny.
Oh, show? And I was like, what if his last name was Intel?
Right. What is that from? What are we talking about?
You met Alex in show.
Oh, right. So, oh my God, thank you for remembering my life better than I can.
You're welcome.
So one of my work colleagues from the US was here in the UK, and I just happened to be down in London the same day he was here visiting. And so after work, I drove over to like the gay area in Covent Garden area. Or not Covent Garden, but like Soho. And met with him and his boyfriend and all this. And his boyfriend's name was Show, or is Show. And I got home and was telling Kimball about it, and he's like, what if his last name was Intel?
Show and tell.
Anyway.
Do you guys have show and tell here?
Insert laugh track here. What?
Well, that might not be a thing. What if they don't do show and tell here?
Show and tell in schools in the US anyway was you would have a day where you had to bring something in and like show and tell about it. So it could be like, this is my award I won for, competing in piano competitions, or this is my dad and he works for the fire department and
show and tell your
appeared
dad
on this really sensual calendar that we don't understand why, whatever.
Okay, did that happen?
No, I'm just saying it could and it would have been fun. Eric says, it was funny when you true try to say my last name.
Oh, yep. We're just going to... Behakel. Yep.
Behaku. I'm
think,
just gonna like blur through it. Eric Beharo.
I think that's right.
Hopefully it doesn't sound like we're trying to like cough something up when we say your last name. It's not, no disrespect intended. We're just mighty white Americans that have a really hard time pronouncing anything foreign. I've had people here in the UK be like, oh my God, I love your accent. And I'm like, oh my God, please stop.
You're all what? Are you hearing it?
My accent.
More like
Meanwhile, everyone around me sounds like they're from Mary Poppins. And I'm like, it's the most charming accent ever. I'm like, no.
Yeah, well.
I feel like the American accent would be really easy to make fun of just because it can be so exaggerated easily.
To me, it sounds like it was just like taken out. Like.
Of course, to you, it sounds that way.
Right, because it just sounds very plain. What am I doing?
Wild Reed says, show and tell is an introvert's nightmare. I'm still recovering.
Hated it. Gonna color some of these froggies.
Eric says, like Zeman and Seaman.
No, yep.
Seaman. Emilio says, look up. Oh, there we go. Emidrio says, Kim, what do you think about face painting?
Well, I mean, I like it, but I don't do it.
Have you ever had it done? Have you ever done it?
I've never done it, but I've had it done to me when I was a kid. But I don't have, like, face paints. And I'm most certainly not going to start investing in a new medium because I cannot afford it, and I don't have room for it.
Eric says, Redmi is Korean, and Android, you have seen the phone and tasty screensaver, LOL. Eric does have a tasty screensaver on his phone, I'll say that much. Oh, look at the little frog. I didn't even notice he was there, really, until I just noticed you coloring him.
There he is. Coloring, it does something, you know? It really...
Oh, there's little frogs on his toes.
There's frogs everywhere.
Do you think there's frogs on their toes?
I hope not.
For infinity.
It's too much work. Let's just... We're going to color him blue on this side.
Is it?
Blue and green.
Okay.
It's parrot green.
Oh my gosh, I have to get up so early tomorrow.
I'm hurrying.
No, it's not that. It's just like, ugh.
Sure it isn't.
I mean, there's no way I could get anything else done anyway tonight.
You could get some sleep.
We're over here just talking about our lives.
Oh my god, I was watching Luke Catlou on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in New York with his roommate and friend Zara. And I was like,
bestie.
Oh my god, I miss New York so much. It's so weird that, like, I don't really ever get homesick, but, like...
You get New York sick.
Yeah. I've never lived there, but that's, like, the one place that makes me feel homesick for some reason.
I think you can say you lived there. You lived there for 2 months.
Well, 3 months, but...
Or what? 3 months, right. So that you definitely lived there.
All right. Well, I lived in New York for 3 months, and it was wonderful.
It was the best kind of living you can do, and work paid for it.
Yeah.
When you didn't have to worry, and you had a per diem, or we had a per diem. Remember that? Like, you didn't have to worry about money for
Anything.
food,
Everything was taken
transportation,
care of.
and work paid for all the hotel. I'm like,
That was the dream.
best situation ever. Where is that? Hook me up with that.
Yes, more of that. Well...
Eric says, no frogs on my toes, just another pair of shoes, red ones today.
Ooh.
Kimball, do you ever think about selling prints of your art from David?
Yes. I used to have a Society 6, and I will probably set it up again.
Society 6 is basically, if you guys don't know,
It's like a print-on-demand.
Yeah. So you could have Kimball's artwork on a coffee mug or a shower curtain if you wanted to.
It's like Zazzle or Redbubble.
Zazzle? What the hell's Zazzle?
It's like another one.
Why aren't you doing Zazzle? That sounds way better than Society 6.
I don't know. I don't know which
Razzle and
one's...
Zazzle.
I don't know which one is, like, used the most.
Maybe you could Google it and find out.
Well, I just did Society 6 because it's already there. I canceled it, though. I didn't cancel it. I, like, stopped it when I came to England because I was paranoid about the whole, like, I can't work and make money here.
Yeah.
But now that I know, like, the details, I could have started it up a long time ago, and I just never did.
Lazy butt.
Well, I also, like, had to take a bunch of stuff off of there because I didn't know about, like... Obviously, I know about copyrights, but I didn't know that, like, if I drew my own version of Wonder Woman... She's a copyrighted character, so I could get in trouble. So I had a lovely conversation with the people over at DC. That was exciting. Everything was fine though. It's just, you know, a little scary. And like even Charlie Chaplin, like I can't draw his likeness. I was like, what? How are you people even finding me?
It's like no one who buys your art finds you. Just people who are like looking to take it down.
Yeah, it was like the Charlie Chaplin Foundation, and I was like. They're like, we have the rights to his likeness. You can't be drawing.
You can't draw anyone with a bowler hat.
Yeah.
Timothy says New York is the only place that felt like home.
Oh, I love New York. I love like a lot of bigger cities. I love New York. I love Paris. I love Bangkok. I love other big cities that we've been to.
Okay, Midrio, I have to reword because one of his comments got held. But he's basically saying, is it harmful to... do this one thing once a day, every day? Would you have any advice? And it's something I can't say on the channel. I would say no, it's not. But it depends on your psyche and like why you're doing it, how long you're doing it, and
This sounds inappropriate, whatever it is.
I don't know. People go back and forth. There's some people that like spiritually, like if you do it, like you're letting out your essence, and some people are like, if you do it, it relieves stress and helps you sleep and blah blah blah.
Are we talking about the naughty alone time?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have to be alone time, I guess.
Well,
For some people, maybe.
it's fine.
We don't need to talk about it.
Do
But
what you
anyway,
want.
we'll save that for the other channel. This is a family channel. I mean, families are made with that. Wild Reed says, oh my G, what is your link on Society 6? It's superior to Zazzle.
I don't have it up right now, but it would be under Kimball Davis or Kimball. I don't know. You type in Kimball Society 6. It may or may not pull it up because I don't have it active
Let's
right now.
find out right now. I'll just do it.
Okay, why don't you just do that?
Kimball Davis Society 6. Let's see what happens.
All right, I think I'm done with the colored pencils. Just imagine all the crowns are colored.
Well, you are... First of all, you have a discography on Discogs.
What is that?
It says Explore Music from Kimball Davis.
Nope, that's not me.
And then it has your Instagram and your link. Kimball, you have a LinkedIn. You're a media account executive. I need to know more about this, Kimball Davis. Look at you, Kimball. That's you.
Is that me? I
That's
can't actually
you.
see. That's not me.
That is you, for
Okay.
sure.
Is it really?
You're bald and you have a beard with no mustache
Nailed
and
it.
big glasses and a silver chain.
Me of the future. Okay.
On LinkedIn. Good job.
Working on it.
And then what else do we have? Kimball Davis Music. So clearly there's a musician. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, I'll have to activate it and then I'll let y'all know.
Oh, I found a Facebook video of Kimball Davis singing.
Probably not me.
Not you.
I did do a Fight the Fat thing. That was fun.
Let me see if I go on Society 6.
I wish I had the fine point. It's so much better than this one. I don't
Everyone
know
just
why.
wait. If you're leaving comments, I can't read them right now.
I don't understand why they would have canceled the fine point pen. It was so amazing.
Just because they could, Kimball.
Just adding little highlights on him here and there.
Is it Kimball Gray or Kimball? Search. No results.
Yeah, I might need to, you know.
The funny thing happens, though, is like many times on live streams or on comments, people are like, oh, I totally would buy your art, blah, 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 I'll do this. Or I would donate to your, buy me a coffee page if you had one, blah, blah. And then we'll set stuff up and take time to do it, and then no one buys anything. So it's like, that's happened probably 6 times.
Yeah, I officially canceled my Buy Me a Coffee.
So we just stopped because we were like, okay, even if people have good intentions, no one's actually doing anything. So we were just like,
it just
never
felt
mind.
weird, and I'm like, I don't need another thing to keep track of.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. It doesn't
No,
take
it's fine.
Didn't take up too much time to make, but it's effort, and y'all know I'm lazy.
By the way, we have a Patreon episode that was supposed to launch at 7, and I don't know if it did. I think it did.
Probably did.
I think it did.
It seems like something that would happen.
All right. Well, good. Kimball, we have...
Yeah?
I'll tell you later. I can't tell you. Never mind. I forget. Sometimes I forget we're actually live streaming. There's things I just can't say out loud.
Well, I do think we are pretty much done.
Oh my god. Eric says, still thinking about the YouTube channel. Gonna need help with that.
Oh, yeah?
Eric wants to do a YouTube channel. Everyone encourage Eric.
Do it.
Say you can do it, Eric, or say fighting.
Fighting. I think he's done. Am I missing anything?
Eric says, don't have the money to buy Kimball's art. Sorry.
It's not expensive. I'm very
But
cheap
also,
person.
we don't need anyone to do anything other than just watch the channel and
Right, and I mean, honestly,
enjoy the content.
off Society 6, I don't remember how much they take. Granted, all I do is provide the artwork, and then they do everything else, which, that's a lot. I think I make 20% off of everything. 20 to 30%, which that's fine. I didn't color them, you guys. I didn't color them. Oh my god.
Joseph says, hi guys, you are painting Rocky.
Am I?
I mean, it could be me, I guess. I could dye my hair that color.
After you got a haircut.
Wild Reed says, your chibis are great, Kimball. Do those with different dog and cat breeds, and you won't have to worry about copyrights.
True. Thank you. It's just hard because a lot of people don't want, it's they want famous characters or famous people. I can't just draw, random people, so it's really hard to make that sell unless it's a really good art piece. So I do put that stress on myself.
David says, can you color the 2 frogs down low?
On it, buddy. On it.
Carrie is encouraging Eric to do a YouTube channel.
Do it.
They're so cute. I really like the colors you chose for these.
Thanks. I almost went with just typical green, and I was like, no, I always play it real colors, and I'm just I need to have a little more fun. So he's still a green frog, but
Wait, you guys, so today's episode is dedicated to Mona.
Mona.
So everyone leave an encouraging comment from Mona in the comments, and I will read it out loud so she can see it. I don't know if she sees the live streams or not, but I'll read it out to her. So you don't know who she is. She's a stranger, but you love her, and you're going to leave her the best message of the day. Go.
Yes.
What's happening? Amelia says, "Are you skipping what I'm saying?" And you laugh and laughing. That's a shame on you. What did we miss? Was there another comment I missed?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't be held responsible for the comments.
We talked about the self-pleasure comment already, but I can't say it out loud. So if it's that one, maybe. I don't know.
All right. Now I think we're for reals done. For realios.
Well, we can't stop yet. We have to wait for Mona's lovely comments to come through. So entertain everyone.
In the meantime, I'll put my coloring pencils away. You may watch. It's exciting, some say. Da, 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 da,
Everyone just watch Kimball for a moment.
Da, da, da. We just keep the yellows in the general area. These two, I don't remember. Well, this is pumpkin orange. You go in the orange section. Peaches go over here. Where's that little teeny tiny one?
Can I actually just slide this over and just tilt it up?
Slide it over and tilt it up.
Can I? I don't think I can. That's not working.
But you tried, though, and that was half the battle.
Oh, I can't. It's just so close, though. I could if it just would spin around. Sorry, everyone. Take your seasick pills. Calm down.
I think you just need to, like, make your own.
Sorry. This is awful. Oh, wait. Maybe I can. Look, I can kind of do it.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Kind of, but I'm not really. It's not.
Yeah, no, you could do better.
I think I'm, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Am I just on one camera now?
Oh, well, now
Are we just over there? Oh, what's happening?
I don't know what's happening. I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
I don't think you're doing it
I'm
right.
trying to get this. Don't judge me.
I think you're doing it right. That's fine.
I'm trying to keep it on the stand, you know what I mean?
You know, I know it.
Stand by me.
When you're not... Well, that's Lean on Me. Never mind.
Whatever, it's all the same. Okay, that works, whatever. Okay, comments from Mona. Here we go. Comments from Mona. This is for you, Mona. Christine says, thank you for the suggestion, Mona.
Yeah, girl.
Carrie says, go, Mona.
Go, Mona.
Joseph says, we love you, Mona.
We do.
Trisha says, hi, Mona, and then puts like a kissy emoji.
Aww.
And then Wild Reed says, Mona with a heart.
All the love to Mona.
And then David says, hi, Mona, have a good day.
She's gonna have a great
And then
day
Eric
now.
says, Mona is the great hit in the 80s.
Mona, Mona. Mona.
And then Leslie says, beautiful Kimball. Mona, I hope you enjoyed the coloring. Have a lovely week. Oh, that's enough for Mona. Just kidding. It's never enough.
All right, I think pencils are done. Pencils down.
All right, I'm just going to take this off the stand because that's just not working for me.
We did it. We did it. And it
job.
only took an hour. And I almost died. I was going to give you a high five, and you tried to take my head off.
No. Good job, Kimball. High five, bro. All right. Oh, Kimball
It's done.
Another one for the fridge.
All right. Now I got to take a picture and change the thumbnail.
Eric says, and Kimball's wearing his favorite colors. You see, you're so easy with colors.
I don't know what
The
you're
rest
talking
is a nightmare. You all heard him.
I'm gonna leave the crowns. I don't want to color them.
The crowns.
If I could just do what Camilla did and just copy paste the coloring, that would be really.
It would be
easy.
nice.
But I can't. So whatever.
I know these actually would be really easy for you to do. I don't know why you're making your coloring pages so complicated. You could literally sketch stuff like this, and then you could just copy paste stuff.
Do I have a lot of them?
Do you? Where are they? No one else has seen them.
Do you want to see one?
Yeah, let's see one.
I have to go get it.
I'll follow you. Where are you going?
Oh, no, work fast. Apparently.
Are you going downstairs?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I can't follow you that far. It'll disconnect from the
Okay,
computer.
let me just. Be right back.
You're just gonna leave me alone with everyone?
I'm almost.
Now I feel like I have to entertain everyone. I don't know what to talk about. What do you guys want to talk about? Well, let's just read the comments. Eric says the colors of the scarf. True.
Said, and that was it.
David says such beautiful colors. Thank you, David. They are very pretty colors. Look. This is the close up. Let me just spin it around so you guys can see it a bit better. Oh my god, what's happening?
Let me just see, because I stacked them all, so now I gotta find them. All this running. Okay, so which one?
Okay, sorry. Let me just. Sorry.
Share?
Time out. I'm coming back. Can you step away a little bit? Thanks.
Oh my god.
All right, here's
We're not
Kimball.
showing all of them. You have to pick one.
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna pick one that we're gonna share.
Fine. Wait, which ones are coloring pages?
From there.
We'll just show that one, top right. Just make it easy. Okay, here's coloring page option. That now it's not working. Great. So Kimball has just like a whole iPad full of these coloring pages that he hasn't finished. And what's stopping you from doing them again?
I'm scared.
What? Val, I'm so confused.
I don't know. It's like if I do all the work and then I can't actually make it into a book, I don't know why that would be a thing. Because I can make it any size because it's just white edges.
Tie pants. Can we get a twirl around?
I wear them all the time. Yes, they're so comfy. They're Rockies, but I claim them as mine.
Okay. David says the shading and detail. Leslie says, I included you boys in the
I love how you're just like random. You're not even watching what you're doing.
have a good week. I included you boys in the have a good week. Gotcha.
Oh, thank you.
Anything else, Kimball?
Well, I just thanks for hanging out with us. Love y'all. Had a good time. We got it done. Not bad for an hour and a half.
Are you proud of yourself? Are you proud of yourself?
I'm never really proud of myself when it comes to art. I'm just happy. Like I had a really good time. I enjoy creating.
Did you enjoy who had the best conversation? Can we have to choose your favorite person? Well, it's probably Mona because she's the one that suggested it, but...
Yeah, Mona.
No, but I thank you guys all for all the contributions. And sorry, Midria, that I skipped so many things. I didn't mean to.
Yes, well, thank you very, very much for, keeping the conversation going. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's fun. It definitely makes it way more fun.
Yeah, it makes it more enjoyable. It definitely helps the time fly for me because if I'm not having a conversation, just listening to music, it kind of drags on forever. So, thank you.
Nice. Trisha says, just do it, Kimmy.
Do it. Okay, yeah. How many pages should I do? That's also another thing. I don't know how many pages. Because some people are like, I did a 50-page coloring book, but it's like AI, so I don't really count that. But then, like, artists that actually sit down and draw the pages, they do, like, maybe 20 or 25 images, but then they have, like, a blank back. I'm going to do a blank backside so you can use markers without ruining the next picture. I like that. So how many coloring pages should I make it? Because if it's like 20 coloring pages, it'll be a 40-page book.
Because you don't want it to bleed through.
Yeah, because there'll be a blank side. So
she doesn't care what you think about that. She just does front and back.
I know. There are some people, like, in these books, I do like when they do...
25, Carrie says.
Okay. Because I like when they do just like a pattern page.
Because these are like so sketchy too. These are like literally just pencil sketches.
Well, that's what I'm doing in pencil sketch because I like it. Plus, it kind of my colors cover up the lines. Just.
But are you doing yours in pencil sketch or are you doing yours differently?
It's a pencil sketch.
But it's on an iPad.
These could be too.
Sure.
Some of them could be. I'm doing mine very clean though. I'm not seeing what I was actually talking about. But sometimes they just have a page where it's patterns, so like you can just color on the other side and it doesn't matter. Like, whatever. But yeah, if you look...
Wild Reed says, do what's easy and achievable. We also have some 20s and some 10s in there. So do whatever you want, basically.
See, like, when you look close, it's pencil sketch.
Gotcha, okay.
I don't want, like, solid black lines. I don't want it super clean. I want you to be able to, like, print it out. Or I guess not print it out, I guess. But if you want to make a copy of it and save the page, like the coloring book...
You should just get it done and then do a couple live streams of color. And then you could color your own things. That'd be way more interesting.
Why are you yelling at me?
Like, I'm not, Camilla, Jericho, we love you, but like,
see, we got
everyone needs Kimball in the world.
We got a lot of them.
Don't look.
Yeah. So I have, 2, 4, 6, 8.
Who do we appreciate?
10 completed ones, and then I have like 2, 4 halfway done ones, and then I have a bunch of other sketches. Basically, the idea behind it is I went through my sketchbooks, and it's called like coloring. It's like sketches from my sketchbook. Coloring pages for my sketchbook. I don't remember what I called it, but it was clever. Anyway, I went through and I looked for mostly, not technically mermaids, but like sea-inspired things and like fairies. So I guess fantasy-inspired is what I should say. I was looking through all my old sketchbooks, and I was pulling sketches from those, and I'm redrawing them like better proportions and, nicely detailed and all that kind of stuff. So...
Trisha says... You could have the blank pages for sketching your own version, copyright permitting, and then Carrie says, or group them into themes, and you could do 2 smaller books. We love them all. Kimball started to do themes one. What was it? Greek gods or something? What was it?
I think it was just like around the world. I was drawing like just people from all around the world with like different
things about their cultures.
Yeah, like trying to. It wasn't like I didn't like do any research really. I was just trying to find like some. Like the one for Japan, I was looking up like just scenery all over Japan. Found a Japanese face that I worked from to like make it my own, but like still try and make it Japanese.
So that's not part of what you just shared, right? That's something else?
Correct. Yeah, that was...
So Kimball has like multiple coloring books he's started and hasn't finished, basically.
Where are those? I think they're on here. Oh yeah, so...
Give us a for instance.
Like that one.
I can't see, but okay.
Well, I don't want people to like be able to steal it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So like I'm trying to like, make it not so easy.
Because they can't steal it once it's a coloring book.
Well, I mean that's different because I can be like, that's from my coloring book. I was also going to do something like this vibe where it was just like cutesy, but I don't think everyone loves the cutesy vibe. I don't know. That's
what does everyone love?
That was another thing is I just couldn't decide.
Dude, just do like I do and do a million things and see what sticks.
I don't want to do a million drawings. That's the thing. I don't want to do 5 different books to find out which one's going to do well. Oh my god, and then I love this one. It's of me in my made-up bakery. Okay? The bakery that I don't have. But, I don't know. I got a lot of stuff on here. I don't know.
You should do an entire book, a coloring book of Rocky and Kimball, like all the little colorings. You could literally just take the drawings you've done and take the colors out of them and let people color them.
Like, that would be cute, but, like, who really wants a Rocky and Kimball? Like, that's what I'm saying.
No one on this live stream would like that, I'm sure.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's really hard to come up with the theme, or, like, even doing prints, because, like, I could make, like, a postcard or something of me and Rocky, but, like, who really wants a print of us? Like,
I don't know.
They want, like, people usually want, like, famous faces, or...
That's you, Kimball. You're just on the way. You're not there yet, but you're going to be there.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I don't know.
There's going to be a time. You want to be able to go out to your bakery. You're just going to be surrounded by fans, Kimball.
All right.
Paparazzi, flash, flash, flash.
I mean, who's buying the pastries?
Whoever you want. You just point at someone in the crowd.
You're on pastries. You're on coffees. Bring them. Everyone sit. We'll chat. We'll draw. It'll be great.
All right. So a couple comments. Midrio says, room tour, please.
Well, okay. There's Rocky's crap over there. Boring. This is my paper towel roll.
I love that. That's so good, you guys.
This is full of acrylic paints. This is full of acrylic paints.
Mm-hmm.
This is top secret. This is full of stickers and like cutesy things. This is like extra pencils, pens, scratch paper, collagey stuff.
Got it.
This is self-explanatory. It's just rulers and stuff.
Do it like the Airbnb tour. I gotta be quick. You can do a proper one sometime. It's already been an hour and a half.
There's the table where I sit and I do my drawing and art stuff and all that. This is full of all sorts of different art supplies. It's like we got some colored pencils, acrylic inks. We've got inks.
They get the idea.
Yes, we've got a little stack of like fine point pens. This is full of random things. A card that Rocky got, which I think is funny. A little felt cat that I think is funny. Cute little characters that we got in the blind box. Little things that we got from other places. Well, there's nothing beyond this. So I'm
okay, well, work out. Do some app things real quick.
No, because I've injured myself.
Okay.
Inks, gessos, more inks. Those are sparkling ones. Loads of different sketchbooks. This is all going to charity or...
something. This is what I'm talking about, you guys. It's so much money. It's
Is anybody
so much
nearby
money.
wants some of this? Let me know.
Don't tempt Trisha.
Jewelry. Rocky's bag of underwear that he needs to try on.
I do.
This is my wardrobe, which I had to turn so we could put that in here.
Got it.
And then this is like filled sketchbooks are back under there.
People's IDs.
These are all cute little toys and photos and drawings and art that we've collected on trips and stuff like that. A big painting that I did, which I love. I've actually painted over what it used to be, which was the same thing, but it was very dark and murky. We didn't like it.
Right. And then the problem child.
All of the really important things that I absolutely need.
Absolutely.
One of my favorite
I
drawings
don't know what I'm
of
filming
Marilyn.
because I have no image on my screen, but we assume it's the right thing.
We like Marilyn. I like Marilyn.
Yes,
I always show
Marilyn.
Marilyn. I like her.
There
It
you
was
go.
fun.
All right, and then curtains. It's all curtains.
curtains.
Guys. Okay, anyway, that's
All right.
that. Okay, wrap us up, Kimball. We gotta go. We got to go.
Thanks for hanging out.
Down,
we are
down, down.
Why
down.
can't I be me?
This is much because I have to actually click the stop button. Okay, go.
Thank you for hanging out, and we will see you next week, same time, same place. I will be doing original art. Don't know what it is. Maybe we'll make up a character together. Up to you. I don't know. And until then, I hope you're all well and happy and things just go your way. I hope you have a lovely week. I hope the weather is fantastic. I hope the food is delicious. Love you all, and we will see you then.